Hey, what's up? Welcome to your 15-minute mobility snack. Today we're going to be working in happy baby pose. So for all you yoga people who are familiar with that pose, you're going to enjoy this. So we're going to start out as usual with some hip cars. Remember, rotation is the fundamental movement of the joint. So we're just going to start out with a couple reps on each side as we normally do. So we're going to take our palms to the side, bring the knees in very close to one another, and we're just going to bring our right leg forward. Bring it out, internally rotate, sweep around, join the other leg, extend back, working around, showing the inside of your leg to the floor, bring that knee up to the armpit, into flexion, back across. One more time, out, up, out, internal rotation, swing it around, extend back, open, sweep around, and back. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Forward, open up, internally rotate, sweep around, join the other leg, extend back, open, sweep around. Now if you haven't done hip cars with us before, or this is your first video that you've had an opportunity to watch, I advise you to go back and take a look at some of our cars videos so you can have an idea of how to move through these cars. Open up, bring it up, and return. Good. All right, so happy baby pose. For those of you who don't know what happy baby pose looks like, it's a deep hip flexion pose. So we're going to roll back onto our back, and we're going to assume this position like a happy baby. My daughter loves this position herself. And for some reason, she just does it naturally, and this is one of those yoga poses. So we're going to take both hands to the outside, and we're just going to gently pull down into happy baby. And from here, we're just going to hold this position. Now, this is a deep knee flexion or deep hip flexion position. We're getting a stretch on the back side of our legs here. And in yoga, most of the time, you may just spend a little bit of time here just breathing, and for the most part, it's a very passive activity. We're going to spend a couple minutes here just to allow our nervous system to kind of calm down and allow the tissues to become comfortable in this position at this length, at this depth. Now, as I've mentioned in some of our other videos, when you're in this particular passive stretch position, we just want to give our body an opportunity for the fight or flight and for that stress of being here to kind of relax, allow that tissue to dissipate, allow it to kind of less tense. So that's why we're using the breath as you would use it in yoga. One of the other things that's important about this position here is it's very similar to a position you'd be in a deep squat. So if you are someone who squats a lot and you do a lot of that sort of thing, this is great for you. If you don't squat a lot and you want to get into a deeper squat, this is also going to be good. Remember, our passive range is what gives us the potential to create force. So passive space gives us the potential to create active force. So we've been here for almost 2 minutes or so, and now our tissues are nice and primed for some activity. And our first movement, we're going to work into our progressive tissue. Now, you're going to stay in that position and hold it. I'm going to move out into a half position just for a moment. So that's this tissue here. This tissue is stretched. That's our progressive tissue. We're going to start to try to engage that tissue. But the very first thing we're going to do is sniff some air into our abdomen. We're going to make our hands really heavy. We're going to pull our shoulder blades back. And we're going to begin to drive our feet towards the ceiling gently, ramping our way up over time. Now you're going to ramp up to your greatest, safest effort or maximum voluntary contraction over time. So we're just going 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%. You're trying to drive those feet through the floor, but your hands aren't letting it. Fight, 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 fight. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to have you pull the knees forward towards your chest. So pull, using the stuff on the front of your legs to pull the knees deeper into that deep stretch. So now your feet are not trying to go up towards the ceiling. They're trying to come down towards the floor. Really work those hip flexors. Pull, pull, 2, 1. Parachute and relax. Good. Take a couple breaths here. So on that pull towards the floor, what we're doing is we're trying to imagine that between our abdomen and our thigh, we had a stack of $100 bills that we didn't want somebody to pull out. So we're trying to pull our thighs to our abdomen so that they can't pull that out. Okay, we're going to slowly begin to ramp up again towards the ceiling. We're driving the feet upward. We're slowly engaging the stuff on the back side of the legs, creating tension. 50%, 60%, moving that needle up, 70%, 80%, maximum voluntary contraction, greatest, safest effort. And in 3, 2, 1, pull the other way. Pull, 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 pull. Bring those knees towards the floor. Give me more. Squeeze it in there. Give me more hip flexor. Squeeze that stuff. Somebody's trying to take that money. Don't let them take that money. You earn that money. 3, 2, 1. Parachute back into the hands. Good. Take a couple breaths here. Don't come out of that depth. Don't come out of that position. You're at the deepest point you've been in a long time. Don't lose this money. Going to slowly begin to ramp up again towards the ceiling. Tissue on the back side of the legs ramping up over time. 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%. Greatest, safest effort. Give it everything you got. Push, push, push towards the ceiling. Push. It's like you're pushing out of a deep squat. Push, 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 push. And in 3, 2, 1, pull. Pull those knees down. Activate those hip flexors. Squeeze them. Squeeze them. Come on, give it everything you got. This is our last set. Give it everything. Everything. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right. We're going to gently and slowly come out of that. So starting with bending the legs. Good. Slowly bring the knees down. Woo! Shake those hips out. All right, next up, what we're going to do is we're going to go back into that pose again. And what we're going to do is some passive range holds, okay? So what that means is we've got to activate the stuff on the front side of our legs and everything to keep us in that passive depth that we get to, okay? So legs are back up. Grab our hand, take our hands on the bottoms of our feet. You're going to pull down into that passive range. Good. Back is flat against the floor. Sniff some air into the abdomen. Activate everything you need to keep your feet there. And in 3, 2, 1, remove the hands. Keep those feet there. Keep those feet there. Keep those knees down. Pull, pull, pull. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab the legs. Breathe. Take a couple breaths. Pull yourself back into that deep stretch again. Sniff some air into the abdomen. Engage everything you need to hold your legs here. And 3, 2, 1. Hold. 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 Don't let those heels come down. Don't let those feet move. Don't let those knees come up. Don't let that money go. 2, 1. Parachute. Relax. Grab those legs. Again. Here we go. Last one. pull down. Engage everything you need to hold your legs here. Sniff some air into the abdomen. And 3, 2, 1, hold. Hold. Fight for it. Fight for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. That's an unhappy baby now. Whew, we are not happy babies anymore. See, it was happy baby when you were just chilling here, but it's not happy anymore. All right, so we're going to bring this leg, our right leg down. Actually, let's bring both of those legs down, give them a little rest, shake them out just a bit. Good Lord. And then you're going to go into half happy baby. So actually, we're just going to bring that in. So instead of happy baby, we're going to be in the same position. We would be in happy baby. We're just going to have that deep knee flexion or hip flexion again. And from here, we're just going to do some hinges. So we're going to keep our leg in that position, deep hip flexion, and try to extend. Good. Bring it back. Extend. Bring it back. Extend. Bring it back. 4. Bring it back. Cramp City. 5. Bring it back. Good. Whew. Bet you never felt your legs feel like that. Ever. No matter how many leg workouts you did. You're going to feel like you skipped leg day. All right. Bring that other leg in. Hold it there. So if you need to hold it there, hold it there. If you can release it, release it. From here, straighten that other leg out, drive it into the ground, and hinge. Knee hinge. 3, 4, 5. Good. Woo! Lord have mercy. That was all bad. Feel sorry for you. Anyway, we're going to lay on our side. So we're going to do some side lying hip cars to finish these off. So I'm going to start here. Since I don't have a block to lay my head on, I'm going to just use my hand, my arm here. Bring the other arm out in front. And then I'm just going to sweep the leg up. Open. Internally rotate. Sweep around. Open, sweep around. Good, one more time. Up, open, internally rotate, sweep. Good, extend back, open, sweep around. Good, let's hop over to the other side. This side, leg straight, and then knee up, open up, internally rotate, sweep around the joint, extend, open, knee up, swipe around, again, knee up, open, sweep around into internal rotation, join the knee, open, extend, open, knee up into the armpit, sweep back around. All right, hopefully you enjoyed that 15-minute mobility snack. Your hips are important, as we can't stress this enough. So next time you're doing happy baby or next time you're in yoga class, just think about actively engaging that stuff, so you've taken it into that passive range. And if you're in that passive space, you can do a low-level contraction at that point, just to kind of give you some feedback there. But think about it as you're doing your yoga practice more often. We want to create strength at length. We don't just want to have passive length and sloppy joints. Create the strength that you need to hold that length, to hold that
that joint in that position. And that way you'll be more safe and more effective as you go to do the things that you want to do in life.